Should the Bills go after wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins? By the end of this breakdown, you'll have your answer. Now, I know a lot of fans may be worried about his age. He's 30 years old. He'll be 31 by the time the season starts. But he still has gravity. He still has pull when he's on the field. Defenses have to respect him. And adding him to the Bills offense with some of the auxiliary weapons, but more importantly, Stephon Diggs on one side of the field and Hopkins on the other, that makes the Bills offense that more difficult to defend. Let's take a look at some of the advanced stats from Hopkins over the last 2 years. Hopkins over the last 2 seasons has an EPA per target of 0.29, which is ranked 30th among all wide receivers with at least 100 targets. His yards per route run is 1.88. It's very good. That's ranked 21st. His receptions per game are at 5.58. That's 14th overall, again, over the last 2 seasons. He averages 67.84 yards per game. That is 18th over the last 2 seasons. And finally, he averages 0.58 touchdowns per game. That's ranked 5th overall in the last 2 seasons. So in this video, we're going to break down some of his finer traits. His spatial awareness, his ability to find green versus zone coverage, his ability to make that first guy miss after catching the ball, especially in that hook to curl area. Anytime he catches it, he understands the angle that the defender is going to take to him, and he can make that guy miss. And then some of his cornerstone traits, things that he's relied on from day one since entering the NFL. His physicality, aggression, ability to attack the ball, catch the ball with his hands, his reliability over the middle of the field, and then just that alpha dog mentality, that 50-50 ball mentality, that back shoulder throw mentality. When the ball's in the air, it's his. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, the first thing that stands out on his film is his spatial awareness and how QB friendly he is, especially on these hitches, curls, comeback type routes. Top of the screen, you see him work against zone coverage. Watch him get to the top of the route. It's fine. Nice break right there. But then you can see the triangle here, right? This is what he's working against. He's right in between 3 defenders right there. You see him slide just a little bit to his right. Look at him slide to the open space away from this defender underneath to the open space for the first down. Here's another deep curl route. Again, you see the triangle develop. Now the safety's a little deeper, but you can see there's 3 defenders in this zone. It's a Tampa 2 coverage. And this route is not that good of a route, but he's just getting his eyes to the quarterback and finding space, finding the green. You can see him check right here. Check the safety, check the inside defenders. Let me get right in between all of these defenders. I mean, look at the space that he created right there between these 3 defenders. He's open. Quarterback gets him the ball. You're moving the chains. Here he is in the slot working on an out route, and he sees the coverage spin. Look at him check out wide as it's a too high coverage. Check out wide where that corner is, that spatial awareness. Ball's on him, and he knows that hit's coming from that corner, that squatting in that cover 2 zone. He's able to reel the ball in, absorb the hit, and get a few more yards. And when he is in the slot, and even out wide, he can make the first guy miss. So you see the slot defender that was over him blitzing. He's the sight adjustment. The quarterback gets him the ball. But then watch what he does after he turns around and assesses who's coming at him and the angles that they're taking. You see him make that guy miss, get up inside, and then get in there for the touchdown. Just great work on the sight adjustment. That guy's blitzing. I'm hot. Throw it to me. Give it to me now. I'll do the rest. This is an easy button type play and read by Hopkins for 6 points. On this one, watch him come into the screen from the left side of the field. Right there, just sitting. It's a curl flat concept. He gets the ball, then watch him assess the angle that defender's taken. Makes that guy miss. That is processing. That is play speed. And knowing the angle that the defender is going to take, making him miss, and then getting more yards after the catch. This is a Bill staple versus 2 high coverages. He's out wide right here, running the under route. But you'll see him sit just inside that linebacker right here. He gets the ball, and then from the end zone angle, you're going to see he's looking out this way right now. But watch him make this guy look silly. He's very good at reading coverages, showing his numbers to his quarterback, and then making that first guy miss right there. You see it again on the linebacker. Physicality. That's always been a staple of his game. Bottom of the screen. Look at the press coverage he's facing. Look how he keeps his frame clean during that release. Swats those hands away. And then at the top of the route, the throw by. And use those long arms to create that separation and maintain that separation at the break point. And he's able to catch it versus the defender right there and get the first down. That's always been a staple of his game, physicality, whether it's in press or at the top of the route. Here's one where he's running a deep curl, and this is set up from a lot of speed out routes from these tight alignments where you're going to see him get up the field and then run an out breaking route from a tight alignment. But this one, he's going to sell that, but then at the top, it's very subtle right there. You see that left arm, that long arm push off just at the top. He's able to separate in this passing lane to get the first down. Bottom of the screen, off coverage. Watch him sell this route, and his head's down. He's pumping those arms. Look at the lean. He's selling this go route, this 9-ball, and then he breaks down, snaps that route off. This type of route is always open in the Bills offense. Teams are scared of the deep ball and Josh Allen. So they'll sit in off coverage. They'll show the bail technique. So these deep comebacks, these stops and curl routes down the field, 15, 20 yards are always there. And if Josh can complete this, which he loves to do, especially from the far hash, these are easy button plays for Josh Allen and the Bills offense. Watch the little nuance at the top of this route on that curl route. So he's getting up just outside the numbers. Then he's going to break it out wide just a little bit like he's about to run that goal ball. Gets into the blind spot of this corner. Snaps that route off. Gets to the boundary. Gets the ball. That's moving the chains. This one's a little different. It's from a tight alignment. Again, they like to run those speed outs. You saw the curls. Now, this is just a shorter curl in that 0 to 9 yard range. And I think it's honestly a pick on that linebacker right there. I don't think the ball's supposed to go to him, but watch the concentration. Look at that snag. If he doesn't catch that, that's probably an interception, and there's a chance that guy could take it to the house. Watch this from the end zone angle. Watch him stab and catch the ball right there in front of that defender. He's got 4 drops on 474 targets over the last 4 years. 4 drops over the last 474 targets the last 4 seasons. Hopkins is able to reel in some incredible passes because of his hands and his concentration. You see this go route up the sideline. He attacks the ball, but he's not afraid of the safety coming over and laying a hit on him. He's got tremendous boundary awareness and concentration as that ball's coming in. Here's that tight alignment again, just running an out route. Watch him work through the 3 levels, hit that out route, and then catch the ball. And it's difficult to see, but there's a defender underneath here. So he is disrupting the eye line of Hopkins here, but Hopkins is able to still catch it with his hands, reel it in, and again, move the chains. Similar route here, a little deeper, just a flood concept. He's running a deep out. Watch him extend here. Again, defenders underneath, a defender deep. Concentration, climbs the ladder, and catches it along the boundary for another first down. Here it is from the end zone angle. This is from Trace McSorley. Look at him go up and get it. Reliable, steady hands and concentration. That's one of his major traits, and that's something the Bills offense sorely needed last year in their offense. Bottom of the screen, once again, selling inside, running that speed out along the boundary, catch with your hands, 2 feet in, move the chains. And watch this play. He motions into a stack set, sells the crossing route versus Harrison Smith, and then goes vertical. And watch the concentration and hand the one-handed catch for the touchdown in the red zone. Just snags it out of the air. This is the type of reliability that Josh Allen needs in this offense. Look at that catch. That is just amazing. Use those long arms and reliable hand-eye coordination for the touchdown. That's 6 points for the Cardinals. The next phase of his game that I really like is his savviness. He's a Wily veteran. He knows how to get open. He's not the fastest guy or the strongest guy, but he knows how to get open, and he's got that savviness to his game. You see him act like he's running that crossing route, pushes off that defender, creates that separation, becomes QB friendly, and again, gets yards after the catch. Here it is from the end zone angle. That defender comes into the box. You see him run the crosser, push off a little bit, get some space, get the ball, and the offense is moving. Watch this play. Corner route, top of the screen. Looks like nothing, right? This is probably not open if he doesn't use his length at the top of this route. As he's breaking to the corner, watch that right arm. Right there. Creates a little separation, throws out in front of him. Now you can see him separate, catch it with his hands, first down. This is the type of stuff I love. It's just nuance to winning. It's nuance to route running, sealing leverage after creating separation. Slight push off. Now bring the ball in along the boundary for the first down. Cardinals motion him into the slot. He makes it look like he's running a wheel, puts his hand up like he's running a go route. Watch him snap this route off. Boom. First down, ball's on him. I mean, that's beautiful. That's how you get open. That's being nuanced in route running and knowing how to get open, knowing how to create separation. Look at that separation there at the top of that route. Just great salesmanship from Hopkins on this play, faking that wheel up the sideline, then snapping that route off for his quarterback. He does it in the scramble drill too. You see him bottom of the screen, uses those long arms, and then as Murray is scrambling to his right, watch him slow down, throttle down, go to the back of the end zone, and then accelerate along the back line for the touchdown. Another savvy play in the scramble drill this time. And then watch the concentration along the back line as he reels this pass in. It's amazing. You know, he glides when he's in the air. It's like slow motion. Hands catch, find the back line, get your feet down, get 6 points on the board. Watch the adjustment and savviness by Hopkins on this play. First, he runs that speed out, but then gets up the sideline on almost like a goal ball here, a 50-50 ball for Murray. But Murray has pressure in his face, and you can see Hopkins, his back is still to the quarterback, and he's working up the sideline right now. That speed out made that DB bite a little bit, but he's in phase really well. But Murray's having to get rid of the ball already. So by the time Hopkins looks back, the ball's already in the air, and he's adjusting to the ball. And the way he lets up along the sideline causes that defender to think that 50-50 ball is dropping in. It isn't. The ball's out in front of Hopkins. He's able to catch it and convert that play into 6 points for the Cardinals. So very good work by Hopkins on this play. Sell that speed out, get up the sideline, find the ball, track it, reel it in, and then convert for the big play. Bring it all together, bottom of the screen, Hopkins versus Ramsey. Active hands, physical, creates separation with his length at the top of this route. You see him wiping his frame clean. Then top of the route, watch his left hand. Throws Ramsey by and reels the pass in. This time, top of the screen. Active hands. He plays with active hands. He's aggressive. This is a back shoulder ball. Watch him throw this defender by, create that separation, reel the pass in along the boundary. Here it is from the end zone angle. Just watch how he's able to separate, and then look at the hands and boundary awareness. Just some pretty stuff from Hopkins. Watch this double move to the bottom of the screen. Gets off the line of scrimmage, sells that stop or curl route right at the sticks on third down. Accelerates, but the defender is holding him. He's not able to accelerate past him. But watch the body control and watch him adjust. Look at the tracking on that. The tracking, the body control, fades away, falls backwards, and catches the ball along the sideline. Just amazing work when the ball's in the air. His tracking, his body control, ability to contort his body to catch this as he's falling backwards, but still keeping his body in the field of play. Just remarkable stuff. Bottom of the screen, 2x2 set. Guy gets physical with him at the line of scrimmage. He gets his outside release. And at the top of the route, again, using his length, his hands, his arms, and then separating at the end. So he's not going to separate a lot with his speed or suddenness. He's going to separate at the break and at the catch point. And this time you see it with his length and then body control to reel that pass in. Here's a better look at it. Slow it down so you can see how much he actually contorts his body and how the pass is low and he's able to reel it in for the first down. Watch this touchdown. Just incredible body control on this play. Just inside the numbers, works outside. He's got a safety over the top. His quarterback throws it out in front of him, and then the active hands. Look at the length. How he's able to keep some separation as he's fading away towards the pylon and tracking that ball. That hand-eye coordination, just remarkable stuff from Hopkins. So if teams want to double Diggs, good luck, because Hopkins can win in so many different ways opposite Diggs, including down the field and tracking down the field for these big explosive plays and just incredible boundary awareness along the sideline there to get 6 points for the offense. Here's another matchup with Ramsey, top of the screen. Just another back shoulder type throw. He's able to separate versus the star that is now in the division of the Buffalo Bills. Just watch the concentration again at the catch point. Ball's up, throws him by, locates the ball, catches it with his hands, gets his eyes back on that defender. It kind of shields himself too when he's bringing that ball into his body. Uses his body to shield Ramsey from the ball, and then he's able to work upfield up for a couple more yards. Top of the screen, watch the concentration on this throw. You can see they're going to that fade, back shoulder type throw and catch. Look at the concentration through the defender, tracking it up through the defender right there for the touchdown along the boundary. Hopkins has some fun film. He can win at all three levels, and he can win in so many different ways. Maybe not with the suddenness or speed as he's had for the early portion of his career, but he's such a savvy wide receiver and knows how to win, knows how to separate at the moment of truth, and this play was no different. All right, guys, I'm Erik Turner, host of The Film Room, owner of Cover One. If you like that breakdown, please smash that like button, leave us a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the Cover One YouTube channel. And don't forget to get to cover1.football to become an insider to get access to all of our premium content, including the Cover One Slack channel. Until our next breakdown, go Bills.